see we doing well, the things that we got to continue to improve on, things that people, will see on film and continue to come after you with. And that's no different, when you have what we had on Saturday and Sunday, you come back and again, you get back to telling the truth Sunday and just, make sure you really address and walk away with the answers and understand the things that we need to fix, understand the things that we can control, and you go back to work. And I've been extremely proud of the way the guys, came with that mindset, came with that attitude. They handled it great on Sunday, and Tuesday, Wednesday practices have been full of energy. Guys just focused on getting better. That's what we talk about from day one in our program, is having a relentless pursuit of continuous improvement. And then in our case, that's going to happen every single play all season long, because there are just so many new things that our guys are going through the first times.
There you go. A lot of things that they're going through, but he loves it. And even the players have said that they've seen a little bit of a change in Kalen DeBoer this week, a little bit more zeroed in, I guess you could say. I don't want to say zeroed in, because that indicates he wasn't for Vanderbilt. But
well, I mean, look, the players were obviously not ready to play. It's on both the players and the coaches. They beat Georgia in a great game, and they hadn't lost to Vanderbilt in 40 years until now. So you've got to respect your opponent. It's what Nick Saban always preached. The thing about the game that still bothers me is the lack of adjustments on defense. I mean, hopefully the coaches have learned a lesson, because you got to understand, too, that's one thing that we're not talking enough about, except for Robert Gillespie and stealing money, $1.1 million on the defensive line. The rest of these coaches have not been in the Southeastern Conference.
Right.
And, I mean, they're learning, too. They're learning the environments. They're learning how tough the competition is. And, they've been in the Pac-12. They've been in the Big Ten. They've been throughout college football. And then let me say Christian Robinson has been. I mean, he's the Wolves coach, outside backers. And he played at Georgia, but he was coaching at Florida, coaching at Auburn. So he does understand it. Let me amend that. But the rest of them have not been in the Southeastern Conference. And so there's a learning curve for everyone. And Vanderbilt had a special quarterback who had a Johnny Manziel, Steven Garcia type performance. And we'll see where Vandy goes from here, because after beating Alabama, the Texas A&M, they without a doubt they still had a great year. They didn't beat LSU, but we'll see what kind of year they have. And then we remember, people forget that 2010 South Carolina team went on to win the East. And they got smashed.
Oh, they did.
By Auburn in Atlanta, but they had a really good football team. So we'll see if Vanderbilt's a postseason team. I certainly don't think they're a college football playoff team, but let's see how they respond. And I'm very anxious to see how they play against Kentucky this weekend. And I've already gone on record and picked the Wildcats, but I mean, certainly, it would raise a lot of eyebrows in a positive way if Vanderbilt, because remember, when they beat Virginia Tech, they go on to lose to Georgia State, right. And everybody's like, same old Vandy. Well, let's see what happens after their biggest win in school history. How do they play against a really tough physical Kentucky team?
After getting a million pats on the back and being on the Dan Patrick Show, and I mean, just having the spotlight on you literally for 7 days after that win.
Well, and the funny thing for Alabama is, in a way, they've been here before.
Right.
A lot of these guys, and I'm just talking about because they were having stuff heaped on them last year. Like, you guys are done. You're not a playoff team. You're not going to win the SEC. This is Georgia's league. You lost to Texas, even though Texas ended up being a great football team. They went on to go to the college football playoff, but again, and win the Big 12. So you just have to see where you are, and a lot of it is how you respond to adversity. And I think we're going to learn a lot about Kalen DeBoer and this coaching staff to see how this team plays on Saturday.
All right, let's get our first break into the morning. It is